What I knew meeting the cast, right, is that there was something very different about this.
The news that two of love and hip-hop's most well-known figures, Kirk Frost and Mendeecees Harris, may soon be replaced will surprise fans. These two seasoned reality TV stars are about to be removed after years of ruling the drama. Furthermore, it seems that producers have already begun searching for new talent to replace them. According to insiders, a number of well-known figures are vying for seats, and the auditions have been emotional and difficult. But why was this shocking decision made, and who could fill the vast void? You won't be able to speak after what we're about to reveal, so listen carefully. The intensity behind love and hip-hop has never been higher now that Kirk and Mendeecees are at risk. Both the producers and the current cast are divided. Is this a turning point that will alter the trajectory of Kirk and Mendeecees on love and hip-hop, or could this be the end of the series? Rumors of a violent incident between Kirk Frost and Mendeecees Harris have circulated, suggesting that the show's producers are considering major cast changes, even though there is no concrete proof. Casting directors have reportedly already begun the search for new talent, and according to insiders close to the production, Kirk and Mendeecees may be in hot water. Tensions between Kirk and Mendeecees flared in the season finale, marking the beginning of the drama. Fans remember how things suddenly spiraled out of control. Both men attempted to downplay the situation on social media, but the damage had already been done. According to insiders, executives at Love and Hip Hop were not pleased. An industry insider claims that the network is unhappy with the negative attention brought to the franchise. They want drama, but don't want things to spiral out of control. This is where things start to get even more interesting. Some insiders say that cameras have already started rolling, testing how a few fresh faces fit into the existing dynamic. With this major shakeup in the love and hip-hop community, many are wondering if Kirk and Mendeecees' time is up. Producers are already testing out potential new cast members, and some of the names being thrown around are wild. Love and hip-hop is expanding, but Kirk Frost isn't giving up easily. He has reportedly been part of the brand for years and is doing everything he can to convince producers to let him stay. A close insider says that while Kirk understands that drama keeps viewers engaged, he didn't expect the backlash to be this intense. Mendeecees' situation is even worse due to his ongoing personal struggles and legal history. Some fans believe that producers might not want to deal with his baggage, while others argue that he adds too much to the show to be cut. Social media is divided. Would love and hip-hop still be the same without them? Despite their lack of mainstream fame, producers might see Jasmine Blue, a rising star in the Atlanta entertainment scene, as the perfect addition to shake things up. Meanwhile, rumors about potential replacements are swirling, with some of the candidates already making headlines. The uncertainty surrounding Kirk and Mendeecees' fate has led to major tension behind the scenes. While they fight to remain on the show, discussions are already happening about significant new additions, possibly even bringing back some familiar faces. Having built their brands on the show, Kirk and Mendeecees are determined to hold onto their positions. However, things are becoming more complicated as the network remains tight-lipped. According to reports, Kirk has been demanding answers, but producers are keeping their distance. The tension behind the scenes increases as the rumors grow. While some cast members are privately wishing Kirk and Mendeecees go because they see it as an opportunity, others are even avoiding them out of fear of becoming involved in the chaos. As the fear grips them, fans are remaining silent, wondering if Kirk and Mendeecees' story is indeed over. To be the main attraction, but whatever happens next, it's clear that love and hip-hop is undergoing some major transformations and that not everyone will be selected. Kirk received the call that sent him into a tailspin just when he believed things couldn't get much worse. Someone close to the production had leaked a new and concerning piece of information. The designers were all ready. When Kirk Frost got the startling news, he sat stunned. Having worked in the industry long enough to grasp the significance of the idea that producers were already filming with possible successors, it came as a huge shock to him. He became aware that this was more than just a hearsay at that point. The only thing left to decide was who would replace him. This time, everything felt different. Even though Kirk had done a fantastic job of keeping everyone talking and adding drama, it appeared that the choice had already been taken and had little to do with anything he could do to keep his job. To make matters worse, VC likely faced the same situation for years. This was related to his romantic and hip-hop future. That chat was tough, dude. Have you heard that they are already filming new people? On the other end, VC let out a long sigh. Yeah, man, I've been hearing things, but I wasn't trying to believe it. This is just talk anymore, Kirk said, furtively furrowing his cheek. Without him, that's what really stunned. He snatched up the phone and dialed MDC's. Hip-hop and love are fueled by gossip and the mayhem that goes on behind the scenes, and MDC was right. The fans are left wondering if we're really leaving it up to them, because if the producers were genuinely pushing for new cast members, they wouldn't just declare it. They don't, however, just leave people in that condition without reacting. It felt like a power move to let the drama stew and put the public in suspense before taking any official action, even if fans were debating on social media whether Kirk and MDC should stay or if the program required new characters in the interim. The concert wouldn't be the same without them, according to some moral individuals, while others were ready for. Finally, there was a blurry image from a show. One recent tweet drew Kirk's attention. Honestly, love and hip-hop needs to switch it up. Kirk and M have been around forever. Time for a new cast. Another person replied, I don't believe these rumors. No way they're getting rid of Kirk and Manhis. They bring too much drama to the show. Jasmine Blue was not alone as she stood in the middle of the set. Kirk had been eyeing Jasmine Blue for a while, and he was trembling because if she was engaged, she would do everything to get attention. The headline said, Love and hip-hop producers spotted filming with new faces. Is this the next generation? Realizing that this was true and that the woman standing next to her in the lead photo was someone from Kirk's past made his heart sink. He didn't know her name, but he had an unresolved past with her. He realized that if she was being brought in, they were certainly planning a story that would include him. However, many see was having his own problems, and there were speculations that he would soon be replaced. Yandy Smith was strangely silent about it, which just made matters worse. Normally, she would suppress rumors swiftly to keep their spot on the show, but this time MC sat up, but he remained silent since he couldn't get the impression that something was being withheld from him. Hey bro, I don't know if you heard, but they're testing out new cast members, and they got someone that might be a problem for you. A friend of his who worked in production gave him an unexpected call. The person on the other end of the telephone claimed to have receipts for some of the things you did before you left, guys, though I'm not sure of the details. BC froze before departing, suggesting that he had cleansed before his jail term. What does a straight difficulty mean to you? After a little delay, the voice on the other end of the phone went on. Although Jasmine Blue was hip-hopping in love and enjoying the attention she had always desired, it appeared that her time had finally come. Since she was aware that her name had been trending and that the page had a large number of followers, she decided to take advantage of the opportunity and go live on Instagram. Being a family man and stepping up his act were other signs that he was being singled out for destruction. Girl, you're joining the cast. Have you taken Kirk's place? Jasmine tossed her hair and grinned, but she was neither affirming nor denying anything. Jasmine approached the camera with an even bigger smile when someone in the comments shared the startling information. We heard you and Ashley Monette have been filming together. What's the tea? Mendy sees his troubled past coming back to haunt him, and the new cast member has receipts. Within minutes, the internet was ablaze with gossip articles with headings like Jasmine Blue and Ashley Monette bringing Major Jarrah to love and hip-hop. Is Kirk in trial? Kirk and the NCs, whether they liked it or not, were running out of time as the pressure increased. Their replacements had already moved in, so Kirk Frost was unable to cease playing. His phone was inundated with messages, some from fans inquiring directly if he had been replaced, others from Love and Hip Hop insiders, and some from friends in the industry. As he went through the endless stream of comments on social media, his jaw tightened. He was astounded that this was more than a rumor, that people were believing it, and that the producers weren't even attempting to put an end to it. Given that Ashley and Jasmine will be taking over, he ought to start looking for a new career. Imagine having your prior issues cause you to be dismissed from your own program. I might genuinely resume watching if Kirk and MDs are really out. Kirk initially considered going straight to Jasmine Blue, but she needed to understand that she was playing with fire if she was truly complicit in this and helping the filmmakers create this story against him. Before NIM looked, it rained twice after he called her and showed her number. I must make this right. Kirk slapped his phone down on the table and said, "This is just a random plot. Stop playing the games as soon as you make contact." Kirk, you're acting like I made this choice, Jasmine. I know what's happening. You think you're slick, but I see what you're doing. Kirk responded with a laugh-filled tone. Since the producers selected me over the phone, you can understand why Kirk's hold on the crowd became tired of you after Kirk said, "You need to stay in your lane, Jasmine." And guess what? More drama is what they want. The woman who knows which particular bones you have been hiding is the most qualified of all. Jasmine knew things that may ruin his career, his marriage, or even his reputation, so she wasn't bluffing. She purred, "You don't know what you're getting into, but I do," and immediately hung up. Kirk sat motionless, worried that his past would haunt him, thinking that this was about more than just being replaced. If Jasmine had receipts, Kirk would be in big danger because he was already dealing with his own nightmare and sees. When Yandy stayed far too quiet about the rumors, NYC started to worry for the first time in a long time that his own wife was keeping something from him. Why hadn't you mentioned the replacement drama? He asked her one evening after their kids had gone to bed, and she hardly looked up. Yandy sighed and silenced her phone. "If they're replacing you, it's not my battle to fight. Men BCS," she said. "How do I respond to this?" He replied, "You think I can just sit here and let some new cast members come in and force me out?" She continued, "You're supposed to have my back." If the producers wanted drama, he was about to give them exactly what they wanted. The presenters laughed. If they care about loyalty, they will make it happen if they believe that new faces will increase ratings. Yandy's expression softened as he went on. If the producers wanted drama, he was about to give them exactly what they wanted. Desired. The next day, MDC contacted a trustworthy source at a popular gossip blog, someone he knew would publish a story without verifying its accuracy. "I have something for you," he continued, and instructed them to ensure that it became viral within a few hours. Fans went berserk with comments when news of MDC's retaliation against Love and Hip Hop artists who will never be replaced started to circulate online. Guys, let's keep cool. DC's will not be defeated easily. I knew that he wouldn't simply go like that, so they had better give him his job back. He was being forced to acknowledge him by the producers, who would soon discover that if they thought they could get rid of him that quickly, he was not someone to be taken lightly. Replaced, but as male VCs battled to stay in the game, Kirk's situation was becoming out of control, especially because Ashley Monette had just made her first public statement while broadcasting live on Instagram while sitting in a dark room. "Yeah, it's true. I've been filming with Love," others said, so her voice was passionate as she began. The comment section went crazy, with people saying things like, "You better start sweating," "Oh nah, we need facts," "Who's she talking about, Kirk?" and "Hip hop," and let me just say that some folks are going to get a lot of harsh criticism on Instagram. Ashley bit her lip, as if she was at a loss for words. The harm had already been done when the video ended. Kirk's M was already being dragged, and worse, he had no idea what Ashley would say. However, as the rumors of Kirk Frost and MC's Harris being replaced continued to spread, it became clear that this was about a reckoning more than merely a replacement plotline. I have the receipts from that day. Conflicting views were all over social media, with hashtags like #KeepPerCamandDCS and hashtag #NewerLAge trending at the same time. While some hip-hop fans believe that fresh faces should take over, others believe that the removal of such seasoned cast members would destroy the core of the show. Kirk, who has always enjoyed his financial acumen, first sought to ascertain whether VH1 was indeed considering replacing him and to ascertain his remaining influence inside the franchise. Insiders claim that he summoned executive producers and but after all the years he had spent creating hip-hop and love, Men-DC's supposedly adopted a completely different approach, reaching out to other cast members to rally support in order to voice his dissatisfaction with the program and the pace at which people were willing to fire him. No one wanted to be caught in the midst of a possible fallout between the cast and the producers, so he faced opposition every time he called. If MC was really on the chopping block, Yandy Ever, the strategist, was already unsure of what would happen to her. Would she be able to stay in the franchise, or was she? While Kirk and Mindy Says were fighting for their seat, VH1 supposedly faced the threat of being replaced and started talking with her staff about potential backup plans in case everything went wrong. However, she stayed mute and made no formal statement, which only helped to fuel the allegations. Before everyone believed that things could get any worse, messier, and when an unnamed source revealed a list of potential replacement cast members who were reportedly being considered to replace Kirk and M, fans were taken aback. Among the individuals on the list were Jasmine Blue, a rising influencer with industry ties, and Rico Prince, a rapper famous for his outlandish antics. Fans were curious about these individuals and the reasons behind VH1's decision to hire additional cast members from outside the original ensemble. Jasmine responded to the accusations on Instagram, live without revealing that she had been in contact with producers. She said, "I mean, if the opportunity presents itself, why not? Don't you think social media was ignited by only one sentence? Love and hip-hop needs new energy." In response to Jasmine's remarks in the screenshot, Kirk allegedly said, "Ain't nobody taking my spot. Been here too long for that." Some fans speculated that the screenshot might have been a fake, while others pointed out that it was a confirmation that Kirk and Ems were indeed being replaced. His anger reached a boiling point when he decided to confront the matter head-on during an unexpected outburst of laughter. Fans were left wondering whether he was dismissing the reports or whether he was hinting that something was happening behind closed doors when the scenario arose. You shouldn't believe everything you hear, and he didn't hold back. Real people are aware of the reality, while others wish to stir things up. Now that it was clear that love and hip-hop would change, whether Kirk and the men liked it or not, fans looked to the show's producers for explanation, but once again, VH1 offered neither confirmation nor denial, so many assumed that the whole thing was a publicity stunt to generate excitement for the next season. The world of hip-hop and love is suddenly in complete chaos, and Kirk and the show's MCs have been mainstays for years. What if these rumors are true? Their future may be in jeopardy as characters like Rico Prince and Jasmine Blue are being dropped. It's unclear whether the franchise was really prepared to move on without them or if they could maintain their position. The drama is definitely far from over. Will Kirk and MC fight back and reclaim their position, or will fresh faces take center stage? More importantly, what are your thoughts on this possible reorganization? Do you believe Love and MC will usher in a new era for the franchise, or is it just another marketing gimmick to keep fans interested? This story is just beginning, so you won't want to miss what happens next. Things are going to get even more intense, so pay attention. Should the ops stay the same, or does hip-hop need new energy? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and enable notifications so you don't miss any changes. And feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below.